I'm here with Thijmen from the Netherlands. And Thijmen, tell me about your costume. You are obviously some kind of orc or troll, or what is it?
Well, I am a goblin from some kind of fictitious fantasy Victorian giant-ass city. I imagined that my character would be somewhere in the underground, dealing whatever kind of illicit material stuff that people need that is not entirely too legal. But
So you're a bit of the crime lord of the fantasy world.
you could see it like that. I would like to see it as that, kind of.
Is this your first cosplay? I bet you're not.
The first cosplay, no. First character, also no. I have done many characters, many different genres. Favorite is Victorian, Wild West, that kind of stuff. Love that.
Tell me about how did this whole adventure in the fantasy world start? How old were you when this started to get a hold of you?
That's a good question. From a very young age, my father brought me to places like this, like Castlefest or Celtfest back in the day, what the Alien was called. Just my dad brought me to these places. He had a love for fantasy books and books in general, so I automatically grew up with that kind of love, and I'm stuck with it.
And how does that translate? Do you read books, or is it more maybe you're LARPing, or is it just cosplaying?
I really love LARPing, just making a character for yourself and just playing that out with other people. And I love history and I love movies, gaming, just a bit of everything.
Then you have plenty of inspiration for each costume. That's the advantage.
Definitely, yeah.
And tell me about your dad. So he brought you into this world. What kind of guy is he, or is he still alive?
He is definitely still alive. He's back at home taking care of the dogs at the moment and just doing other stuff. He has a bookshop at the moment.
Oh, really? But he was also a big fantasy fan.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he also went to these places, also dressed up, but not as much as I am doing right now. But he also enjoyed the ambiance and experience very much.
So he must be proud that you follow in his footsteps.
I guess kind of, yeah.
Hey, speaking of stories, you said I love video games and movies and all sorts of stories. Do you have any favorites, one that you keep returning to?
A movie that I've recently returned to is Box Trolls. Also just this massive Victorian city with some kind of stuff going on, and I just also love claymation. It's just beautiful animation style as well, so yeah.
It is pretty unique indeed as a story. And then when you are preparing for a festival like this, do you have to think long about what you're going to do?
Not necessarily. Maybe a little bit. I already decided months ago I was going to do a goblin, and I was kind of not sure with the rain and the weather at the moment, but I'm doing it anyway, so here I am. So.
Well, it kind of fits the ambiance here with all the greenery and stuff. You blend right in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what keeps you coming back to events like this?
My friends and the people that I keep meeting from LARPs and other locations, yeah.
Yeah, because LARP, that must really kind of bind you together, because those are very intense moments, I suppose.
Yeah, there's many intense moments, fighting or just heavy role play with each other, or just chilling around a campfire, just being bros at the end of the day, yeah.
Now, one final question. This is a little bit out of character, but if you're not ruling the goblin underworld, what else do you do in life?
Just real life.
Yeah.
I currently work at a thrift store. That's
Right.
work. It just also helps with me finding random gubbins and trinkets and stuff like that.
I imagine that for accessories, that is fantastic. So tell me a little bit, do you have any special accessories with you?
Not necessarily, just me, the entire picture. Yeah, that's about it.
The hat, you've got a nice bag there, a nice leather bag, which really
leather
works.
bag. I did make this hat myself.
You made it yourself?
Yeah, I make
Seriously?
hats on the side.
No.
One of my many weird, expensive hobbies.
How did that happen? You're the first person in the world that I've ever met who makes hats.
I think about more than a year ago, I stumbled upon a video of a person making the top hat from Gonzo from the Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
And that just led me into a rabbit hole of making hats.
Wow, that is so cool. And you just taught yourself how to do it?
Videos online, videos, pictures, things like that, tutorials and just very expensive molds. But it's really fun.
Do you have a hat that you still want to make that is on your list of favorite hats?
Not particularly. Just to be honest, just any type of Wild West hat. When I see it and I think, oh, I can probably make that, I would just try it. And one of my LARPs that I go to is a Wild West one, and I'm gonna play the hat maker. So I'm gonna be making all sorts of hats for people.
That is so cool. That's how like real life and fantasy kind of blends in. Well, I wish you good luck with all your shady maneuvers here as a master of the underworld. It was so great meeting you.
It was a pleasure.
Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.